Hey, everybody. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It's Tuesday right now, and I'm hoping all of you had a ton of stuff to ship out yesterday and Monday after a good weekend of sales. I'm here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. I'm going to check out ASD Market Week. ASD doesn't stand for anything. I think it used to, but now I think it's a meaningless acronym. Don't know what it used to stand for, but ASD Market Week. There's like almost 3,000 vendors here, and people come from all over the place to potentially buy. Obviously, it's all new merchandise. Looking for, if anybody's looking for like private label stuff, getting wholesale items. I don't think I'm gonna find anything that I would want to buy just because of the way I operate. It's not enough of a markup for me, most likely. But I'm just curious to check it out. I got a few reasons to be here. First of all, I'm curious. And it's free, so, and I live in Las Vegas. It's free for buyers. I live in Las Vegas, so it's like, it doesn't cost me anything other than driving down here. Also, I figured that some of you would probably be interested in checking it out. Maybe you might be interested in, maybe you just want to know what it's like. Maybe you're interested in someday doing private label stuff or wholesale stuff, and you just want to see what a show like this is like. So I thought I'd come and get some footage of that. Also, my friend Theresa, who you've seen here on this channel, she's here this week, and she is doing a couple of presentations today, and so I'm going to go and support her and go to those presentations, and also hopefully get some footage of that and film that so you guys can check it out and benefit from the stuff that she has to say. The main one today that I'm here for is she's going to be talking about going from like the 9-to-5 corporate world to full-time online selling, and kind of giving tips around that and talking about that. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you saw my video from this last week talking about my tips for going to full-time selling online, I did put those together at her request because she's going to use some of that for her presentation. So I'm excited to see everything that she has to say, and hopefully get some of that out to you guys. So I'm looking, I'm going in as blind as most of you probably are with this. I've never been to the Las Vegas Convention Center, so I don't know the layout. I've never been to this show, so I don't know anything about it, and we're going to learn about it together. All right, I'll see you in there. All right, I'm going to head into the apparel area. We'll go see what is going on. Apparel, beauty, fragrance, shoes, accessories, business solutions. Looks like there's two really big spaces. There's like a north building and south building or south hall. So there is stuff everywhere. Lots of apparel. It's like a lot of the kind of stuff you would see in like souvenir shops and stuff like that. Socks, and more socks. Lots of tie-dye. Tie-dye is very popular right now. And more socks. We got some board shorts and hats. Some sweet America hats. So it looks like there's just like a little bit of everything. And you just go and you can talk to the vendors. You can cut some deals here. You can exchange information and figure it out later. I'm sure there's a million ways to do it. It's all about negotiating prices. Like I said, there's almost 3,000 vendors here, so there's just a little bit of everything. And this is the apparel area, but there's like jewelry, and I think they've got like a smoke shop area. Very cool. I can't imagine you'd be able to actually get through everything in one day. All right, looks like we actually have some athletic wear, so I'm going to check this out. I'm going to stop recording for a little bit and see how. All right, so what was your name?
Berto.
Berto.
Yes.
All right, so what's the deal here?
All right, Kenny. So we have the branded stuff, the unbranded stuff. You have everything from head to toe for your men's department. Okay. You're gonna find unique items that you could just, slip into your store, like accessories, from $1 all the way to like, let's say $10.
Okay.
You have deals for closeouts from $1 all the way to $25.
Okay.
It really depends how big you are, you know, what do you want to fit in there, and all that good stuff. I don't know.
Now, when I come in here, can I just be like, I'm just going to buy 10 shirts, or are you only working with the big deals?
Okay, so we work with mom and pops. You got the big retail people, and then you have the e-commerce.
Okay.
Everything we do is minimum 6 pieces. The sky's the limit.
All right,
okay?
cool.
Let's
So I can do like a little dabbling and just be like, I'm just going to get 6 jerseys and then see how it goes, and you're down with that?
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, thank you so much. All right. We got the purse section. Purses and purses and purses. Lots and lots of purses. Let's check them out. All kinds of purses. Sunglasses galore. Looks like I see sunglasses all the way down this aisle. And we got more purses and bags. Of course, I don't sell any of this stuff, but I'm sure some of you guys do. These are pretty interesting. More purses, more sunglasses.
We're going to focus on 5 areas today. We're going to talk about financial, social, accountability, growth, and success. And this is kind of this is the way I've sort of divided it into how to get from where you are at the 9 to 5 to becoming a full-time seller. So the first part is the financial part, which is my favorite part. I'm a numbers person. I got to figure this out. One of the things, and I talked to a lot of people about doing this because I did it, and it wasn't easy. My path isn't going to be your path. Everybody's path is going to be a little different. But the first thing I tell people is don't underestimate the difficulty of starting your own business. You only hear about the fun parts, and oh my gosh, and I get to go see my daughter's recital at 10 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, those are what people tell you about. They don't tell you about Saturday night I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning processing orders and packaging and doing whatever while on vacation in Vegas. So there is no vacations when you're your own boss.
Hey, look who I found. Check it out. Okay, so Theresa, you just did your presentation. How did it go?
It was awful. It was slow. Nobody asked any questions. No, it was great. It was great. I talked to a lot of people afterwards, and a lot of people want to go from the 9 to 5 to full-time online selling, so that's awesome.
Very, very cool. Yeah, and I recorded all of it. It's actually going to be, if you're watching this now, it's actually already available to watch. It's going to be over on Theresa's YouTube channel, so I will have the link right below. You guys can go check it out. And in her presentation, she ended up not having time to take questions, but if you watch it and you have any questions, just make sure you comment on her video and she can get back to you, because I'm sure a lot of you are probably just starting out or doing this part-time and want to go full-time, or maybe you are doing it full-time but you're struggling a little bit and you want some tips on how to do a better job. So yeah, you should definitely check it out. And now we're going to go wander the floor some more and see if we can find some cool stuff. See you in a bit. Alright, so my day at ASD, my first time here, was pretty eventful. I had a lot of fun, got to see some friends, got to do a little bit of shopping. I didn't have high hopes. I wasn't really expecting to find anything. And for the most part, most of the stuff here is not stuff that I'm really interested in. It's not like I tend to go for more like high quality stuff, and not that there isn't quality stuff here, but there's definitely a lot of kind of low cost stuff that you sell, you're gonna flip and sell for pretty low amounts, and that's not really where I'm at. But I did end up going back to my new buddy Berto's booth, the guy that is in this video a little bit earlier. I did end up going back there. They had some really cool jerseys. I was able to meet the owner of that business. He was there, and I actually made a deal, and I have to go back tomorrow afternoon when they're getting ready to pack up and go, and I made them an offer to buy all the jerseys that they had in their booth. So basically they're not gonna have to pack them up and take them home with them. And it's actually pretty cool, because what they're looking for, they're hoping to find buyers that are going to come see their merchandise, kind of see the stuff that they have out there. It's kind of a sample of like the stuff that they have back in their warehouse. And then, you know, they're hoping that somebody will come like me, you know, or like a bigger seller is going to come along and say, oh, I like this merchandise. I want to get multiples of all of these, and, you know, do like a big order. But what I really liked about that particular booth, and there's others like it as well, they're open to smaller quantities. And, you know, if I were to buy, you know, make an order for the stuff back at the warehouse, you know, it actually probably would have been a little bit more expensive. But because I was just saying like, hey, all I want, I don't need multiples. I just want to take all of this stuff that you have right here. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll pick it up. You don't have to pack it up and take it back home. You get to have it on display for the rest of today and tomorrow so that you can hopefully make some deals with other people. But I'll show up, I'll hand you some money, and I'll just take it off your hands. Like it's a good deal for them, and I get a good price, and I don't have to do like a crazy huge amount. I'm ending up with about 50 jerseys, and they're nice quality jerseys. They're kind of cool. They're like these throwback like high school replica jerseys of like professional players or some movie ones and stuff. So it's an interesting little mixture of things, and I'm gonna go ahead and list those and see how I do. I think I'll be able to do about 4 times what my investment was as far as my sales price. And I'll see how they go, and if it turns out well, like I have that connection now, I got their card, I'll be able to call them up and say, hey, I want some more stuff, and just see where it goes, and I can start from there. So really, you know, there's a little bit for everybody here. You know, I know a lot of people that come in here, you know, they're looking for like wholesale and stuff like that. And so like I have a friend who does shoes, and she comes here every year and she buys a whole, you know, fills these orders for a whole bunch of shoes that she then sells on a website. Now for her, it's more like she's wholesaling, so she knows how much she needs to sell them for, and so then she'll negotiate a price to where she's doing about a 30% markup, which is great if you're doing that. If you have like a steady source for those items in your inventory, like that makes sense. For somebody like me, I don't really want to wholesale. I like the hunt. I like going out with like retail arbitrage. I like to go out. I like to find the deals, and it's a lot more work. Like it takes time. You have to go. You spend a whole day, and that inventory is only going to last you for a little bit of time. So it's more work, but it's what I enjoy doing. But because it's more work to do it that way, it's like you have to have a higher markup. You know, I spent about $1,700 the other day, that video that I shared with you guys, but I'm looking to gross like almost $5,000 with that, so it's like a bigger markup. So buying something from someone where I'm only doing a 30% markup, like that's not sustainable for me in the business model that I have. But I was excited that I was still able to make a deal, and hopefully I'll be able to take that product and flip it for a good price. So it's kind of fun. It's just fun being able to wheel and deal. Anyway, so that was my experience at ASD. I'm going to be coming back tomorrow to get those jerseys and get them listed. I'm pretty excited about it. And I just, you know, really appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, any comments, if you have suggestions for like future videos, I want to try and make sure that I'm like giving you guys content that you want to watch, that you can get something out of. You know, like I say, always be learning. We should always be learning. I'm always trying to learn from other people, and I know that I have a lot of experience that I can share with you guys. And so if there's something in particular that you are curious about, you know, let me know, and I'll try and see if I can bring some of that to you guys, because I just really do like to share. My biggest goal is to hopefully, you know, help just be a positive part of this community and help my fellow sellers to be better at what they do. And I want you guys to excel, and I want you to be awesome. We're all in this together. So, you know, the better you do, the better I do, and particularly when we're selling on one format, you know, like for instance, selling on the one platform like eBay. You know, if a buyer goes to your store and they have an awesome experience and they get a good product and they're really happy with it, when they come back the next time, they will come back the next time because of that experience, and then maybe they're going to come and they're going to buy from me. So I think of us as almost like we're co-workers working for the same company. When I give a really great experience to a buyer, then they're going to want to come back and maybe they're going to buy from you next time, because people, for the most part, they don't just stay in one store on eBay. They buy from the whole platform. And so you want them to have the most positive, awesome experience ever. You want them to end up buying something. You want them to get the thing that they paid for. You don't want them to be surprised. You want them to have as awesome an experience as possible, because then they're going to come back and they're going to buy from me. They're going to buy from you. They're going to buy from another seller. So the better we are, the better products that we have to offer on the platform, the better it is for everybody. So I don't look at it as you guys are my competition or I'm your competition. I look at it as we elevate each other. And so let's just continue to be awesome, and let's be good to each other, and have a great rest of your week, and make lots of sales, and let me know what's going on, and I will see you guys later.